Hello, tech fans, and welcome back to another ITTV update. I'm Dave Graveline. I want to remind you real quick about our weekly 3-hour radio show. If you haven't tuned in lately, you'll want to, we hope. Each week we bring you the latest in consumer tech on over 200 AM and FM stations all across the country. Stations in Canada, the 5 armed forces networks worldwide, and a plethora of online sources and apps. Stop by our site at intotomorrow.com to check out how you can hear Into Tomorrow each and every week. Spotty cell phone signal is a problem with a lot of us, and we've got to deal with it every day. Well, cell phone signal boosters have certainly become very popular. We recently caught up with the president of zBoost, one of the top manufacturers of those devices. She stopped by our Miami studios to chat about some of the latest boosters that they have available. Of course, we all wish our cell phone signals were better, whether it be in the car, and home, or at work. Well, our next guest here joining us on this ITTV update is the president of zBoost, Karen Reynolds. Welcome Into Tomorrow. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Dave. I'm glad to be here.
We're glad to have you as well, and want to remind everyone that Karen is also on this week's radio broadcast for a couple of segments on Into Tomorrow, so be sure to check that out at intotomorrow.com, or of course on our free apps. But we're talking about increasing our cell phone, boosting our cell phone signals. Tell me first a little bit about zBoost.
Well, zBoost basically will boost cell phone signal both in your home, in your office, in your vehicle. We provide a solution when you're having drop calls, missed calls, maybe slow data transmission. Our cell phone signal booster kits will actually increase that signal for you by bringing the signal from the outside, from the carrier cell tower outside, bringing it into your home, into your vehicle, and amplifying that signal.
And it used to be that we had to order products specifically based on what carrier we were on. If we were on AT&T, we had to order an AT&T specific thing. Not the case anymore. No. Your engineers have solved those issues.
Our engineers have solved those problems. Our products are for multiple carriers, multiple users simultaneously. So whether you're on AT&T, Verizon, our products will actually boost signal for whichever carrier you're using for multiple users.
Excellent. Now you mentioned vehicles too. So let's start talking about the vehicle device. Oh look, an iPhone 6. It's only because my Android's busy. But no, the fact is, here's a great device that is also adjustable based on whatever phone you have. So apparently it'll work on not only iPhones, but Android or Windows Phone, any kind of smartphone you have. You can simply adjust the device, and now you've got an in-vehicle nice kit here.
Correct. This is our in-vehicle unit. It's for a single user in your car, and as you said, the arms of the cradle will actually adjust. We have different size cradle arms you can put in there to adjust for the size of your phone. The iPhone 6, which is the newest phone that is in there now, it fits perfectly. Also, you can find that any iPhone, any smartphone, any cell phone will fit into the cradle. And the way this particular unit works is you take the outside antenna, which is a very small, less than 3-inch antenna. You mount it outside your car.
So a little magnetic mount here.
It is, and then you run a very thin cable around the windshield, around the window of your car. You bring it into your car, hook it to the base unit, to the cradle unit.
And of course, plug in the cigarette lighter. Well, it's not politically correct to say cigarette lighter adapter, but come on, that's how we all know it. But basically, a 12-volt adapter in your car.
Plug it into your car, and you're bringing that signal from the outside back inside to your car again. So a lot of times when you're driving, whether you are, a mom on the road trying to pick her children up, whether you're a traveling salesperson, whatever it might be, you're driving on the road, you have certain spots where you drop calls. This eliminates the drop calls.
Very good. And again, any carrier.
Any carrier, multiple, all the major carriers, multiple carriers, rural carriers.
And this, I understand, is about $80, $90
It is. It's
retail?
$79 retail.
Okay. And you're likely to find it less expensively online in various places. That's the nature
are.
of electronics.
It is. It absolutely is.
All righty. Now let's get into what this device is.
This particular item is called our Trio Soho. So it is for the small office, home office.
Okay.
And it is a trio, which basically means that covering 3 different bands. And this particular item, it is either AT&T or Verizon specific.
Okay.
So the AT&T and Verizon side is for 4G LTE data. So it's voice and data transmission. Same type of thing where this is the base unit, the amplifier that you're going to have in your home. Mount the antenna, and you look at this particular antenna, it's very thin, very, you know, when you mount it outside, whether it's on your roof, in your attic, near a window, you know, very small, very easy to hide this particular antenna. You hook a coax cable to this, run the coax cable into the base unit, and just set up the base unit in your home wherever you want to amplify that signal.
So then this base unit, here, I'll turn it to where Chris can see zBoost logo on the device.
Perfect.
But now this antenna on the base unit is now then rebroadcasting the cellular signal that we've got from outside or from the attic.
Correct.
Where
the outside antenna is bringing it in, it's capturing that signal, bringing it into your home through a coax cable, brings it into this base unit, and then this antenna inside your home is going to rebroadcast that signal throughout your home or throughout the area you're trying to cover.
Very good. Now we have a new product that we're fortunate enough to talk about and show you that's coming out just in time for the holidays, like November time frame, I understand?
Absolutely. This starts shipping in November. It is called our Connect All. And the Connect All, the neat thing about this particular unit is you do not have to mount the antenna on the outside. The antenna for this product can be mounted inside or outside. You'll see there's suction cups attached to it, so you can attach that to a window. And the key to this, Dave, is you need to make sure that you're attaching it somewhere to a window that you have some signal outside.
And this side faces window, very important.
Yes.
Good thing you put a sticker there.
Exactly.
That does help.
But you mount this in your home on the inside or on the outside, somewhere where you have signal outside the window. It brings that same signal inside, and here you have the coax cable attached to it, so you can see what that looks like. Brings that in, captures the signal, brings it in through the coax cable, attach that to the base unit, and once again, you have signal in your home.
Very cool.
The other neat thing about these particular units is there's no adjustments. Once you've actually plugged it in, it's plug and play. It's, you know, basically do it yourself, plug it in. There's no knobs to adjust. There's no syncing your phone with it, nothing of that nature. Once the unit is turned on, a green light will come on, and yours is working.
So good to go.
Good to go.
That's far easier than some other products we've seen on the market where you do have to dial things or try to sync things, and it's like, as a consumer, I just want to plug it in. Is it going to work?
This is basically do it yourself. Your average consumer can get these installed in their home for less than an hour's amount of time. And if you have any issues there, we have a wonderful customer support team. They are available via phone or email.
Oh, very good. And what is this going to sell for, more or less?
This particular one is going to sell for $349. Now it does cover
and by that we don't mean just under $4. We mean $349. Just to be clear.
And it does cover all carriers, though. So the neat thing here too is that, you know, you're in your home, you have people over, you have guests over, friends, family, and you may be AT&T, but they may be Verizon.
Yeah.
So this particular unit is going to amplify that signal for no matter who the carrier is.
Very good. So for those who have or are thinking about cutting the cord, we talk a lot about that on the show these days.
Absolutely.
You need some signal boosting, and perhaps you won't need it for all carriers, but somebody in the family or your friends or family or visiting will need some signal boost. And imagine too, think about the latchkey kids coming home from school, and think about the elderly parent maybe.
Absolutely. I have an 85-year-old mother, and we have a signal booster installed in her home for that very reason, so that we know she can always hear that cell phone when it's ringing no matter where she is in the house. Ah,
terrific. Karen, you're a delight to chat with. We thank you for stopping by our studios with a bunch of cool goodies to show us.
I appreciate it. It's been a pleasure being here.
And keep making the cool products, and we'll keep talking about them.
Okay. Thanks, Dave.
zBoost.com for more information, and it's easy because we'll link you there as well when you hit us up at intotomorrow.com. Tune in to our radio show this week to hear the full interview segments with Karen. Again, details are at intotomorrow.com. If you have any questions about anything related to consumer tech, don't forget you can call our Ask Dave hotline anytime, 24/7. 1-800-899-INTO. Once again, 800-899-4686. Or, of course, you can use our free Into Tomorrow app for your mobile device to participate as well. Just be sure to choose the audio option and let us hear you on the air. That'll get you in the running for one of our many giveaways each week. Time to take a peek into yesterday. Chris is up next with This Week in Tech History. Among other things this week, he reminds us of one of Thomas Edison's biggest achievements.
This week in 1879, after 14 months of experimenting in Menlo Park, New Jersey, Thomas Edison succeeded in producing a working prototype of the electric incandescent lamp. It could burn for 13.5 hours. In 1954, Texas Instruments announced the first transistor radio. This week in 1982 in Orlando, Florida, Epcot, or Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow, was dedicated by Disney chairman E. Carden Walker at Walt Disney World. Epcot is dedicated to the celebration of human achievement, namely technological innovation. And this week in 1998, Microsoft and prosecutors for the U.S. Department of Justice and 20 states met in federal court. It was the beginning of the massive antitrust case against the Microsoft Corporation. That's our look back at This Week in Tech History, brought to you by IFA Berlin, the global show for consumer tech and home appliances and the official partner of the future. Get more info at ifa-berlin.com. If you don't already subscribe to our tech newsletter, you should. It's free and we send it out once a week. Stop by our main page at intotomorrow.com and put your email address in the red box. Click the link in that email you'll receive, and that's all there is to it. You'll have the latest tech news and show info in your inbox every week.
Don't forget to get social with us. Stop by our Facebook page at fb.com/intotomorrow. Hit that like button while you're there. Then head over to our official Twitter feed at IT Radio Show. We love it when you get social with us. Oh, and we often send out prizes to those who do. That's about it on this week's ITTV Update. Tune in next week, right here, when we'll bring you further into tomorrow. In the meantime, you can catch up with us online, of course, and on the radio. I'm Dave Graveline. I'm Dave Graveline. I want to... Good start.